Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. I'm Richard, and today we are going to dive deep into Mercari, an e-commerce platform that has changed the second-hand market in Japan. This is not just a successful case in Japan, but also involves many interesting cultural backgrounds, business models, and how it has expanded globally. Today, I have two amazing friends with me to discuss this topic. Let's get to know them first.
Hello everyone, I am Chase and I am real excited to discuss vocabulary with all of you today. Not only has it changed the way Japanese people view second-hand goods, but it also introduced a brand new C2C business model. It all started from the moment it was funded, and whether it's user experience or platform innovations, it has become a leader in Japan market.
Hello everyone, I'm Sherry. Today I'll be sharing some depth cultural background about Mercury, especially how it changed the shopping behavior of Japanese consumers and captured the attention for the ground market. We will not only as its success in Japan, but also its the challenging and the interface with in the US market.
So today's discussion will be very detailed, covering everything from the founding of Mercari to how it operates, and how it overcame various barriers in the second-hand market. We'll also talk about how Mercari impacted Japanese consumers' mindset, compare it with other platforms, and finally, discuss its future development. Let's get started. The founding of Mercari has a very interesting backstory. Its founder, Shintaro Yamada, started the platform in 2013, and at that time, he was very confused by Japan's second-hand market. Although Japan had many second-hand trading markets, they generally suffer from trust issues, complicated transaction process, and lacked a unified, convenient platform.
Shintaro Yamada's goal was to solve these pain points. He wanted consumers to be able to buy and sell items easily without relying on traditional second-hand stores or complete market processes. He adopted mobile internet technology, allowing consumers to trade items through a mobile app. This was very innovative at the time.
Yes, at that time, Japan second-hand market, especially consumer-to-consumer C2C trading, was widely popular. Mercury focused on simple prices from the start, allowing users to easily sign up purchase prices and start trading. This simple and user-friendly interface and transaction pricing significantly the perception for consumer.
Mercari's business model has many features, but the core one is its C2C models. This means that users can buy and sell directly on the platform without the involvement of intermediaries or merchants. This not only saves transaction fees, but also reduces the price of second-hand goods, making second-hand transactions more popular.
The success of this model also lies in Mercari's simple user experience. Sellers only need to take photos, upload product information, and set price, and the entire process is very quick. Moreover, Mercari offer a guaranteed service to ensure the security of transaction, which is one of the reasons it attracts a large numbers for users.
Moreover, Mercury has decided a contract system, which is crucial for second-hand transactions. Through this system, users can easily information to buyers and the platform practice currently privacy to practice the intent for beef practice. This is described the over the necessity of transaction.
Let's compare Mercari with other similar platforms. Platforms like Shopee's second-hand section, Rotten Auction, and Carousel all have their own characteristics. First of all, Mercari's interface, design, and operational process are simpler than other platforms.
Additionally, Mercari focuses on mobile user experience, which gives it an advantage in the competition. Many platforms have websites, but their mobile experience are not as soon as Mercari's.
Before discussing Mercury's success, we must first understand Japan as a place of second-hand goods. This is closely related to Japanese consumption culture. Japanese people generally place a high value on quality, and second-hand goods undergo slow expansion. Standing second-hand book, clothes, and even furniture have standing demand in the market.
Exactly. The second-hand market in Japan is a very mature industry, especially in big cities like Tokyo and Osaka, where the market size of second-hand goods is huge. Additionally, Japanese consumers are very particular about the quality of second-hand goods, which means the platform must offer a system that guarantees product quality. Mercury's assurance system was established based on this need.
In fact, this explains why Mercury is so popular. Japanese people generally maintain an open attitude towards second-hand goods, especially while the items still have value. This is difficult from the cultural background in the Western country, where second-hand goods often carry negative labels such as cheap or unclean.
After succeeding in Japan, Mercury did not stop its expansion. In 2014, Mercury entered the U.S. market. At that time, the transaction of second-hand goods wasn't as common in the U.S. as it was Japan, which presented both a challenge and an opportunity for Mercury.
Of course, Mercari wasn't the only second-hand platform entering the US market. Platforms like eBay and Poshmark already had strong competitiveness in the US market. However, after Mercari entered the US, it quickly attracted a large number of young consumers. This was partly due to its easy-to-use app, and partly because of its price advantage in second-hand goods, with many users finding that Mercari's prices were even cheaper than traditional retailers.
Moreover, Mercari makes some adjustments for the US market. For example, it increased promotional activity taken at US consumers and started cooperation with local logistics companies to ensure summer shopping processes. This strategy helping Mercari quickly gain a certain market share in US.
Like all platforms, Mercari has its advantages and disadvantages. First of all, one of the biggest advantages of Mercari is its simplicity. Users only need to take photos of the product with their phones, fill in simple descriptions, set the price, and they can easily list the product for sale. This process is much simpler than traditional second-hand markets.
However, the distinctivity of Mercury cannot be ignored. Mercury delivered on user-granted consent use to see there are markets where quality of the produce was censored method by of failure to produce dispersion which can influence the performance quantity.
Additionally, although Mercari's handling fees and transaction costs are relatively low, Its competitors are constantly lowering price, which made Mercari face greater challenge in price competition, especially in the US market. Some users may feel dissatisfied with Mercari's handling fees policy.
Today, we delve into Mercury background, operation model, and advantage and disadvantages, and how it has impacted the global second-hand goods market. From how Mercury saw Japan's second-hand market pain point to how it entered the US market and challenged major competitors. We can see that it is not just a success story in Japan, but also broadcast the global e-commerce field.
In conclusion, Mercari's C2C e-commerce model has adapted, brought about the revolution. It has not only changed the shopping behavior of Japanese consumers, but also influenced the global second-hand goods market. As the platform continues to expand, it will face more challenges, but also opportunities.
Thank you all for your watching our this session. If you have any questions about Mercari or others e-commerce platform, feel free to leave a comment below, and we will do your best to answer them.
See you next time.